Good morning, everyone. It's Ace Kermit Cat here, and today I am going to be reviewing the Demoman Action Figures. Now, before I even look at some details, the past few videos I've been going over, like, the class portrait cards, as well as the information of them from the back of the boxes. And, well, Demoman and Pyro are the only two characters that I didn't get any action figure variants of new in the box, or their backgrounds or class portrait cards or anything, so this review is going to be a little bit different. But other than that, I'm going to cut to the next clip, and we're going to take a look at some details. Okay, so the Demoman actually comes with all three of his weapons, being the pipe bomb launcher, his sticky grenade launcher, and his bottle. And if it'll focus, as you can see, the bottle says XXX and it's dated 1808. It has this awkward little marking, or not really marking, but this little piece here, and that's so it can fit into the hand, which also has a bit of a marking. I don't know if it's going to focus. Focus, please. Thank you. But, yeah, so anyway, speaking of his hand, Demoman comes with at least 3 versions of a left hand, being an open palm hand for resting his grenade launcher, or pipe bomb launcher, excuse me, and then the grip for holding the front end of his sticky grenade launcher, and then, of course, the one for holding the bottle. So, it is a nice plus that he comes with all of his weapons, but Demoman and Pyro are the Series 1 action figures, so they were the very first ones that they released, and that's not necessarily a good thing, considering that Demoman has actually been made kind of poorly. Like, I mean, he looks okay, the detailing on him is spectacular, he looks like how he should and how he does in the game, and the problem with that is that his legs are very wobbly, and it's kind of hard to get him to stand on his own. And then his vest with all these pipe bombs and stuff and such on top kind of make him top heavy, so he does fall over quite a bit. It's kind of funny. It's like he's actually drunk. But anyway, some articulation on Demoman. So of course, like the other, it is better than Pyro, I will say that, and I haven't even reviewed Pyro yet, but it is better than Pyro. He can, of course, T-pose, and his hands are thankfully loose enough to where they can actually move around. He's got elbow joints that aren't very poseable, and, of course, his arm does actually, like, twist around a little bit. So, then his legs, he has, of course, his knees, a little bit of a rotation there. It is kind of odd the way they made his legs, because as I had him posed earlier, you can pose him like how he kind of poses in the pictures, but it kind of has this weird joint here, and it's just kind of awkward. But he can be posed like that, and then of course there's a little bit of a foot rotation, or foot articulation here. It doesn't really rotate. Oh wait, yeah, actually it does. I didn't know that. I also haven't been paying attention to see if any of that was focusing or not, but hopefully you guys will get the idea. Anyway, he has toe articulation, and I think Demoman, Pyro, and Soldier are the only figures that have toe articulation like that. I don't know about any of the others. Something that's actually kind of weird, because I've noticed this with both the red and blue variants of the Soldier and the red and blue variants of Heavy, but also with Demoman, where it's like, I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but here his pipe bombs on his chest are more of like a faded yellow, and then over here on the blue Demoman, they're kind of a darker orange, and I know that's not just like the camera making it look like that, because I'm looking at them over the camera, and I can see that they're kind of different colors, but then again, I guess we all see colors differently, so maybe that's not what you guys see. But then, of course, he He also has his right hand. For some reason, his right hand is removable, I think. Is it? I don't think I've ever removed his right hand. I think it is removable. Which is kind of pointless considering he doesn't have any other right hands, but I'm not going to try in case it isn't because I really don't want to break him. A really nice detail about with Demoman, and I will explain why I'm only showing this on the blue Demoman in a second. Well, of course, the back of his vest has this detailing, just like it does in the game, standard loadout, and he's got like his pouches and stuff. But he also has this, where if you lift up his armor, he has the focus, please. He has a smiley face post-it taped to his crotch like he does in the game. Now, the reason I showed this on the blue Demoman and not the red one is because the red Demoman I ordered first, and I ordered him during, not really the summer, but during relatively warm weather. So when I lifted his armor to check it, as soon as I got him out of the stuffy packaging, some of his armor actually, like, ripped off and got stuck to the, sticky note, unfortunately. The hot weather kind of melted it on. I tried scraping it off, but ended up doing some paint damage instead. It does look kind of funny. It almost looks like he tried to draw a smiley face of himself with his, watch cap and his eye patch, except it's on the wrong eye, but, you know, it's still there, so maybe I'll try and get, like, a red Demoman new in box to get his, class portrait card and his, information on the back. But the information on the back of the box says that his, name is Tavish de Groot, which is true, but I kind of wish that they had, listed his full name, which is Tavish Finnegan de Groot, because, well, actually, Tavish Finnegan de Groot. It doesn't sound right unless you kind of say it with a semi-Scottish accent or anything. Okay, I don't know if that affected the video or not. I just got a notification saying the battery's low, so I'm going to have to wrap this up kind of quick. So I forget what the name of the hat is that comes with the red Demoman's code. But I do know that the blue Demoman's hat is called the Scotsman's Stovepipe, which is basically like a top hat, I think. But yeah, something else that I actually forgot to mention about the weapons. First off, I have 2 of his grenade launchers and then 2 of his bottles. But here's his pipe bomb launcher, sorry. Here's the one that I got with the red Demoman. So, a long time ago, I had this goal to collect all 9 of the TF2 mercenaries in action figure form. However, my original goal was to collect at least, 4 or 5 of them in red, and then 4 or 5 of them in blue, and then maybe to even things out a bit, get, like, Spy in both red and blue, or something like that. And when I did manage to get at least 4 of them in blue, and then the other 5 in red, I wanted to pose them doing the stance as they do on the cover here. I don't know if there's like a name for focus, please. Thank you. I don't know if there's a name for this pose that they're striking here. Let me get the red version. But yeah, I tried to get them to do that pose. I couldn't get Demoman to do the pose that they normally does in this picture quite exactly, but I tried to get him to hold his pipe bomb launcher, and the trigger broke off. I still have it. It's right here in this plastic bag. I was going to try and glue it back on, but honestly, I'm just keeping it at this point because it is easier to pose him like that without the trigger, so there's no fear of breaking anything else off. So this isn't really going to be used for anything. I mean, I may have Blue Demo hold it sometimes, but just with one hand and then have his bottle in the other. Blue Demoman I actually ordered during around Christmas time of last year, so thankfully I had no worries of the weather and his packaging making his crotch plate stick to his sticky note. But when I but when he arrived, he was wrapped up kind of awkwardly, to where this is a kind of a problem with the blue Demoman. I don't know if this is just for the version that I have, or if this was a problem with all the blue Demomans. But if you look at if we take Red Demoman here and you see his hand compared to, focus please, and you see his hand compared to his bottle, they are obviously two different shades, two different colors. But if you look at, oh, don't fall over please. Red Demo, come on, work with me. Okay, there we go. But if you look at Blue Demoman, you'll notice that his bottle is kind of the same shade as his skin. I don't know if that's just me. It's definitely not the camera making me see that, but it might just be me. It might just be my eyes, but it might actually be a somewhat of a defect, because his bottle and his hand are not the same color in the game. But this kind of startled me because he was wrapped in bubble wrap, and it looked like he had a something stuck to his hand, and me completely forgetting about, oh yeah, he comes with a bottle. I thought, crap, I got ripped off. It was a scam. But then I opened it up and saw that it was just a bottle. So yeah, the bottle, of course, is probably shaped the exact same with this marking, but I'm not going to take it out of his hand right now because it's not really worth it. It takes quite a bit of force to get out of his hand. But overall, Demoman is actually... Oh, I also forgot. Man, I'm just forgetting everything. I think I might be the drunk one here. Something that's actually really nice about his sticky grenade launcher, it has this piece here. You notice how it has like this little... there's a specific name for this scope, and I don't remember what the name for the scope is. I'll try and put it on the screen if I can find out what the name of the scope is. But obviously, as you can see, it almost looks like there's supposed to be a scope here, but there's just this piece. I thought that either the previous owner of the Blue Demoman, since I bought him used, had broken it off, or possibly I had broken it off and didn't even realize it. But here's a quick screenshot of just one moment in the original Meet the Demoman video by Valve. And as you can see, it does look like this with the with just the hoop rings, making it look like there's supposed to be something there. So, should you get the Demoman? Well, if you're trying to collect all of the Team Fortress 2 action figures like I did, then I suppose so. If you can find him for a good price, that is. But Demoman is just kind of okay. I mean, he does have a few of his flaws, but at the same time, they're not really that bad. Well, anyway, this is Ace Kermacat signing off. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.